resident village idiot, Mr. TARDIS, right? Mr. Trilby, right? He this is the most fascinating thread I've ever seen in my life. Somebody sent me a screen. And so Elon Musk said, okay, so we have Haswan Swani said, here we go. X has eaten up CNN and CNBC's audience share. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the case, right? So Elon Musk says, citizen journalism from actual domain experts and people actually on the ground is much faster and more accurate and has less bias than legacy media. Absolutely true. It is absolutely true. That's why I hate citizen journalists. Right, so then Comic Pring, whoever he is, CPUC, the main chipmunk, I don't know. You're not a citizen journalist, pal. You're a guy so dumb he got radicalized by his own algorithms. But the thing is, he didn't change at all. You're the ones that are bonkers, right? You're bonkers in a bonkers cult. So they don't come much more bonkers in a bonkers cult than Mr. Trilby over here. So he comments and says, billionaire becomes Nazi after being radicalized by a tech company he bought. Sounds so Black Mirror. To which somebody replied, Andy Johnson, fat and gay Doctor Who fan can't handle Elon Musk not supporting pedophiles. I think that's a more accurate description now, don't you? Right, I tell you, if there's a guy always eager to make a doofus of himself, it's Mr. Trilby, right? And look at this, relentless hatred. What was this from? From a while ago. Deeply disappointed to see another big Finnish creative, in this case, Lizzie Hoakley. She had his transphobia on Twitter! No, she didn't. I don't think she did. I think she was hounded off Twitter because of this, wasn't she? Also, Bathingthea deleted those tweets this morning with no apology or owning up to the fact she took part in spreading dangerous misinformation. Oh, God. This guy is such a nasty little bully piece of shit. Right? He really is. Such a nasty bully piece of shit. So Andy John said, used to watch him when I was about 12 years ago. Blimey, it's doing that long. The bloke has not grown up at all and is a fat deranged loser trying to suck the cock of the BBC. Well, look, if he pretend to be a 12-year-old, I'm sure they'll be into it. He thinks he's smarter than Elon Musk and Donald Trump. He seems to forget he's a fat loser on YouTube. Talking about a kid's show, I wish it was a kid's show. Man, it's always pervy. Well, these two have multi-million-dollar businesses. Don't listen to morons who lives lives you wouldn't want to live. He also supports pedos in politics, apparently. I have no idea. And communist politicians. Well, yeah, there's a lot of them about. This guy is one of the worst. Well, I think so. I find him vile. Right? I do. I generally do find him vile. But fortunately, that's not my opinion, baby. It's just another person's opinion. What can we do? Fine. Let me look at Doctor Who episode guide. Doctor Who episode guide. And we're going to rank all of Doctor Who post Capaldi. All right, that's the way to go. Post Capaldi. List of friends present. Doing, yeah. You go there. You come here, and then we'll look at the 20 worst episodes of all time according to what culture? I think so. Here we go. Doink. Up to stop with Geordie. Icky thump. Right, let me pull up. I'll pull up this text file. There we go. Doink. The woman who fell to earth. Right. What's it? Make this too big. Let's go down over here. Woman who fell to earth. We capitalize the E and the F. Okay, so is the Ghost Monument better than that? Yeah, actually it is. So that's going up here. Ghost Monument. That's the one I thought she came closest to doing Doctor Who. Rosa is trash. That goes at the bottom. Rosa. Is Rosa worse than arachnids in the UK? Fuck me. That's a tough question, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, I mean, they're both awful, aren't they? Oof. I'm going to go Rosa is slightly less awful than arachnids in the UK. And the Sarunga conundrum goes above Rosa, below Woman of Ellsworth. The Suranga what there was no conundrum with this, was it? There was a little like stitched like alien and everything. Demons of the Punjab pretty bad. That's going below Rosa, but above the arachnids in the UK. Demons of the Punjab. And then Kablang is above the Sarunga conundrum. And then Witchfinder, that's pretty bad. Witchfinder is below the Sarunga conundrum. The Witchfinders, but above arachnids in the Rosa, I should say. Then we got It Takes You Away. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. That goes below Rosa, right? It Takes You Away. Oh, man. This a walk down a memory lane of hell. And a battle of hell. It's not quite as bad as the arachnids in the UK. The Battle of Ranskor of Kolos. And then you got Resolution. Okay, that's up the top. Resolution. Should I share this or that? Hang on a second. I'll share the list. That's more interesting. Share screen. Okay. So that's the first season ranked. Then we got the second season. Spyfall. Oh. So definite tone change there. But where would you put it? I will put that but I'll put that above Resolution. Spyfall 1, and I think Spyfall 2 below. Here we go. Spyfall 2. Again, these are all awful. Don't. Now, Orphan 55 right at the bottom, mate. Orphan 55. That was an easy one to find, right? No problem. Nikolai Tesla's Night of Terror, Nikolai Tesla's Night of Boredom. Man, that's a dull one. I think around here, actually. Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror / Boredom. Fugitive of the Jadoon. Right, we're doing this so we can work out the worst 20 episodes of Doctor Who, okay? Fugitive of the Jadoon goes, I think over here. Fugitive of the Jadoon. But Praxis, me. Praxis. Can you hear me? Man, these are all so bad. Right? These are all so bad. Can you hear me? Papa, can you hear me? The Haunting of Villa Dildo. I think over here. The Haunting of Villa Diodati. The Ascension of the Cybermen. That goes up here. Ascension of the Cybermen. Like when I do it visually, it's actually kind of easy, right? You can work out much easier. Timeless Children, crash. That goes down here for me. Orphan 55 has to remain the worst thing ever. Then Revolution of the Dalek. Actually goes quite. I'm going to put that over here. Revolution of the Dalek. How did she get that wrong? Like I understand how little knowledge and understanding, right? That way, how'd you get that wrong? When she had the exclusive to announce the title of the Christmas special, she said Revolution of the Dalek instead of Revolution of the Dalek. I mean, God, she's such an arsehole. Do I have the clip of the COVID thing from a closet? Because that was I mean, like that's one of the best things you can look at to remember quite how awful. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Quite how awful Jodie Whittaker was, right? I mean, like as she was just so awful, right? Just so intently awful. Hang on, looking for it now. Okay, Doctor Who, that's pretty darn awful. Ross Lee would love The Last Jedi. No. No. It's not in that folder. I think I have another folder though. Hang on. Is this another? Oh, here's the second folder. Georgie in a closet. Icky thump. Oh no, I can't find it. There's all kinds of things I want to look at. Like evil trans bullshit is what is one video is labeled. I have no idea. White colonists. So there's so many things they could be. Vag machine. I know what vag machine is. And no, that's not the nickname of the girlfriend I had in school. Wait, where is it? No, I think I'm in the wrong folder. Let's try this folder. Oh man, there's more stuff. Man, this goes on forever. Oh, I got so many weird things. Just a man and his duck. I wonder what that is. Gary Busey and Predator. These are some great like primo clips. Oh, wait, is this it? No, this is Greta cringe, not Jodie cringe. As I made you wait. Let's look at the second Doctor regenerated. This is pretty cool.
You're wasting time, Doctor.
But it's not my fault, is it? Is this the best you can do? I've never seen such an incredible bunch.
Since you refuse to take the decision,
again, this is just really, really beautifully done. I wish I could remember who did it. Look at this.
Decision will be taken for you.
No, I never said that. But I maintain I have the right to decide what I look like. It could be very important on the Earth. What's happening?
The time has come for you to change your appearance, Doctor, and begin your exile.
I've had no change. You're someone in the universe which have been was TARDIS.
It's going for a while. Maybe we should fast forward. I don't know.
No, I know. Jamie, logic.
It's better than talking about Jodie Whittaker again.
Our decision to stay. We can live forever. Jamie, Zoe.
This was done a good couple of years ago, right? The technology is probably even better now.
Exile?
I bet it's taken from a veteran time and space.
No!
That looks like from the... it's not taken from there, but it's certainly modeled on the 96 TV movie.
No!
love fan stuff so much more than the official, don't you? Okay, this must be a CGI rendering then. This is and you can tell the season 3B stuff.
Where am I?
I guess it's using face swapping, face swap tech. That's a nice touch.
What?
That was very cool. I would have the credits here because we really shouldn't. Dr. I know Dr. Packard-Troughton. Okay, going on to program Kevin Martin. You see the job. Okay, well, who did this?
Flexible enough. Could be useful on the planet Delphon where they communicate with their eyebrows.
You should put your credit on it. Fine, we got to go back to the pain in the ass. Where are we up to? Orphan 55. Oh, yeah, fine. So now we're on the Doctor Who Flux. Oh, should Flux just be one episode? Okay, really work. I know. So Flux is actually better than just about everything else. Future Doom. 1 second. So I'm going to put Halloween Apocalypse over here. Halloween Apocalypse. Well, the Sontaras actually put above there. Actually, I thought that's quite good. War of no, I don't think it's quite good. I think there are good bits to it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, calm down. Once Upon Time over here. I think after resolution. Once Upon Time, Village of the Angel. We'll put those, but that goes back up again. I think over here, Village the Angels, Survivors of the Flocks. Then it just kind of like collapses here, doesn't it? Survivors of the Flux and the Vanquishers over here. Okay, this is a very fair list. The Vanquishers. There we got. We got the specials. Eve of the Dalek. Okay, that's going way up here. This is absolutely one of the best things they did. Not very good. Of the Daleks. And I'll say actually the Power of the Doctor I'll put up here as well. You know what? Yeah, that's the best episode they did. Power of the Doctor. Leaving only the Legend of the Sea Devils. Okay, that biggest problem was it's cheap and shit of the Sea Devils and gay. Fine. So that's the Jodie era. Now it gets complicated. Now we go into the Star Beast. What'd you do with Star Beast, right? Which destroyed itself with the trans stuff. That's really true because a lot of it is good, but a lot of it is awful. So I'm going to put it around here, I think. The Star Beast. While Blue Yonder goes up here. And that's no compliment. Let me be clear. While Blue Yonder And then the giggle goes above that. The giggle. Now comes the tricky bit, right? The church on Ruby Road. Where does that go with the Jody stuff, right? I would say it's I think it's around here. The church on Ruby Road. Now this is before I hadn't watched enough Shooting Gatwood to realize he can't act. And he really can't, okay? Now, Space Babies. Wow. Where do you put Space Babies? I think it's around here. Space Babies. Devil's Called. I don't know, because again, no, I think Devil's Called has to go over here. Devil's Called. Yeah, let's make this a bit smaller. So, hang on. Make it a bit smaller so we can see it all in one go. There you go. Boom. But yeah, okay, I think around here. Right, yeah, boom. 73 yards is more over here. Yeah, 73 yards. Dot and bubble. A little bit above. But you see, look, when you look at a bunch of things there, Village of the Angels, Halloween Apocalypse, Futures of Dune, they're all kind of the same quality level. Like this system really works, right? Dot and bubble. Gonna go over here. Dot and bubble. Then we got Rogue. Now. Still not worse than 55. Rogue. Legend of Ruby Sunday. I mean, yeah, about that. Legend of Ruby Sunday, and then finally Empire of Shit. Where would you put that one? I think it's down here. Empire of Death. Fine, with that now, right? With that. So the bottom 20 are 155 Rogue, Timeless Children, Arachnids in the UK. Oh, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I? 1, 2, 3. Really? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, it keeps auto correcting it. I can't find. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it takes away his number 10. Haunting a bit of Diodoti and Praxius. So there's 1, 2, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fine. These are the bottom 20, right? Let's have a look what culture says. Because I have a feeling they may be a bit full of shit. Maybe. Oh, hang on, press the wrong button. 5. Share screen. Not video file. Stop. Doink, we're there. The 20 worst Doctor Who episodes ever. Okay, this is by Mark Donaldson. I don't know. Fine, let's just go. Empire of Death. They got, okay, what they had at number 20. 1 second. Now I've got to number all these. I forgot. Should have done that when I was trying to work out how many they were there. That would have worked out well, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nearly there. 6. Well, quarter the way. 7. 8. 9. So I had it at number 9. They had it at number 20. 10. 11. 12. See, look at that. Counting with the rabbi. 13. 14. 15. 16. I think it's kind of brave of him to start off by saying one of the golden shooting episodes are anything less than wonderful, right? That seems to be a bit of a wild thing. So I'll say the Saranga conundrum is the worstest of all time. There's number 20, I should say. So let's see their reasoning. I mean, yeah, it was shit, in all fairness, but why are they saying shit? Rossi Davis here for Knives have been hit or miss. Have they? Let me think. Parting Ways hit. The Cybermen Dalek one hit. Master one hit. No, they've all been hits. I'm sorry. You're wrong. Hit and miss. The Parting of the Ways, Doomsday were excellent, but lots of Time Lords and Journey's End were all over it. I liked all of them, right? It's almost there's almost something nostalgic about Empire of Death, Rusty Stevens' first season finale in 2008 being the worst one he's ever written. Structurally, it's a mess. It's true. We witnessed Unit dying in the opening minutes, and it's the shittest unit ever. So we never have a moment to think about anyone truly dead. And then there's the business with finding a spoon to power a TV, so the Doctor, Ruby can sit down and watch Pyramids of Mars. And let's not get started Ruby's mother. I mean, yeah, it's all these things are bad, right? It's much more like a bunch of scenes hastily strung together than a coherent episode. I'll say badly strung together. Wedding a River song? Piss off! No, I mean, look, the second season wasn't as strong as the first season. I will agree to that. From the Big Bang to the Doctor Falls, Stephen Moffat's finales are generally stunning, character studies, but that's put everyone through emotional ringer of the universe falls apart. The opening minutes of Wedding a River song, where the barriers between past, present, and future have been broken. It sets up the season 6 finale to be just that. And it's quite, and yet can't quite sit the landing. Wait a minute. Let me have a look at the opinion. I don't remember that. I mean, I remember it vaguely. Hang on. I thought that was the Pandorica Opens, wasn't it? Hang on. Let's have a look. 11th Doctor. What are we looking for again? Not the Impossible Planet. The Wedding, Doctor with the Wardrobe, A Wedding a River Song. There you go, Doink. That was one with the silence, wasn't it?
It is running out.
You understand?
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, this is where all time had collapsed into one.
Or movement. Their core belief is that silence will fall when the question is asked.
What question?
The first question. The oldest question in the universe.
Okay, are you dissing this out? Are you kidding me? I'm excited already.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yes, but what is the question?
Doctor Who?
Unknown.
Well, it wouldn't give me back in 2011 where things were going.
And it's another beautiful day in London. There are reports of sunspot activity and solar flares causing interference across all radio signals.
Okay, so that was, what are you talking about? That was awesome. Goodness sake. Right? That was awesome. The marriage of the Doctor and River bringing reality back together doesn't make a lick of sense, and the Doctor using the selector to avoid his execution is such an obvious resolution that you wonder why what everyone was worrying about. Well, nobody worked out, preemptively, did they? Like that we were like, oh, well, that's clever. right? Well, still, there's so much random stuff happening throughout that though it starts to connect to the episode that we were whisked from the giant chessboards of the pyramids to be pulled through the past, present, constantly. I thought, shut up. Really? So we had on our number 19 was The Witchfinders. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, don't tell me that was Western. Planet of the Dead. Again, not even close. Probably one of the weakest 10 episodes, I agree. But, like, it's not even close. Right? There was a lot writing on Planet of the Dead as the first of 2009 David Tennant specials, but even divorced from that hype. And again, that's how you describe a David Tennant special now, hype. It's an uninspiring bit of Doctor Who that feels like an excuse for everyone to have a holiday to buy. Oh, yes, the shadow of John Nathan Turner's long. The Dubai locations are supposed to justify the special nature of the Planet of the Dead, but they just look repetitive like sand dunes. And the best stuff was filmed inside the bus on a soundstage. The UK-based quarry from the waters of Mars, more like an alien landscape than this episode does. It's true, actually. The CGI stingrays don't feel tangible as it's the era, right? It's all just so feels like Rusty Davis and Gareth Roberts took the rest of the day off after typing the London bus in an alien desert. Oh, man, Gareth Roberts. Yeah, he was good. Long game. Again, another weak episode from the Tennant run, right? One of the weakest. But not even close. Wait, what do we have for 18? We have for 18... What is it? Essentially the Cybermen. Yes, exactly. The long game. The long game stands out as the worst consistent run of Strong. So it was the first one that wasn't awesome, right? They had just fantastic story after fantastic story after fantastic story, and then you had then you had the long game, which just wasn't, sadly, right? Was that I thought it would actually turn out to be the Flesh Doctor. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that would have made sense. So the long game stands out. Again, a Doctor Who story about rolling news, hidden agendas, and the media was ideal for the show, 20th century era. But the main issue was Adam's boring subplot doesn't really dovetail with the machination of Simon Pegg's editor and his slimy boss. Well, he's literally slimy. Adam's tapping into the computer systems of gave the Jagrafest knowledge of the TARDIS. But how much more dramatic would it have been if this unstable Doctor Who companion was just seduced to the dark side by the editor? Yeah, that actually would have been way better. Yeah, good point. Still, nowhere near as bad as any of the stories that we mentioned. Are you out of your mind? Right? Get out of here. The Doctor also doesn't get to a whole lot through the story, and the whole thing feels like a rough early draft. No, that's what the Battle of Ranskoor Koloss feels like. Space, babe. Okay, ballsy that you put a couple of shooting stories in these ones. Yeah, this was garbage. We had, at 16, we had... Where is it? 16, we have The Vanquishers. That's the last part of Flux. Well, we have Space Babies in our list at... Where is it? It must be on the list. Or did Space Babies miss? No, Space Babies is actually number 23. Okay. What are the truths that concerns Doctor Who's rating of Disney? Space Babies can't help matters. Quite why Russell Davies launched this bold new era from inside the manky old space station, staffed by talking babies, is anyone's guess. That's a fair point. But again, look, the trouble with this era is shooting outward, right? You're just not going to be able to retrofit that. He's just not up for it. It's got mid-season filler written all over it. Well, that's what this entire year has been like. You know, it's been like when Russell's flagging. It's basically there have been episodes in a 7 and a 10 episode 7 and 10 episode season, we would have looked at them more favorably. Fair point. But compared to some of the recent season openers, Halloween Apocalypse, Spyfall, the pilot, okay, man, Halloween, okay, was Halloween Apocalypse a better opener? And Spyfall, yes, they were. Blimey, I'm kind of amazed, but that's true. Halloween Apocalypse was a better opener for a season than Space Babies. And Spyfall. Wow. The Caretaker. Again, you know, the robot in it was a bit tough, right? The robot, it was a bit Sarah J. It was a bit CBBC, right? But, I don't know. It's got Peter Capaldi in it. It doesn't have Jodie Whittaker in it, or the Doctor trying to get his leg over. I mean, for me, that just marks it as a big win, right? The Doctor not trying to suck another bloke's dick just strikes me as a win, you know. And that's the sick world we live in nowadays. That we live in a hope of the Doctor not trying to suck a bloke's dick. I mean, really. So look, I mean, and let me tell you, if Shooty Gat was an episode called The Caretaker, he would be taking care of things, right, by sucking a dick. Because that's just the way this Doctor Who rolls, baby. It's queer Doctor Who. Yeah, and not for me or most people, as it would turn out. New Earth? What's it? How is New Earth even in this list? New Earth makes sense as David Tennant's first season opener. Keep it fun, snappy. Bring back the face because I'm blah blah blah. But Warren Gallifrey did it? Warren Gallifrey did it have to be so bad? What do you think was bad about it? What? There's a dark satire about privatized healthcare in New Earth, but for some reason it's reduced to a subplot of because it's not all about whacking your finger. It was about actually entertaining. Yes, Billy Bob and David Tennant are funny playing Cassandra, but that doesn't mean you have to dedicate the rest of the episode to alternating between them. Why not? Again, it's better than wagging your finger and saying, "Oh, how private health insurance is a bad thing." Like, stop with your comic bullshit. Rings of Akatan. Okay, that is shit. That is. I mean, there is very little to recommend that other than it's better than anything Jodie Whittaker. Oh, as it happened since Jodie Whittaker. Even though, yeah, it's a pretty bad episode. What do we have for number 13? We have Praxis number 13. 14 was The Devil's Cord. Okay, so The Rings of Akatan is a decent enough first trip in the TARDIS story, but it completely falls apart with the resolution. Oh, my stars! The thing with the leaf. Oh, God, I hated every second of it. Nobody believes the Doctor is actually in any jeopardy because someone else will come along and fix it, and the Doctor will do something clever at the last minute. That's the one with the Flash Gordon bicycles, isn't it? The Woman Who Lived. Okay, the failure of that is Maisie Williams doesn't strike you as a 500-year-old lady. I see why there is one of the most lackluster, uninspiring Doctor Who stories of all time. I don't think so. I like the idea of having children and being immortal. I mean, that was fascinating. So much is kind of hard to class as one of the worst episodes because it's hard to summon any strength or any feeling about it whatsoever. Maisie Williams doesn't have the range to portray the centuries of sorrow. That's actually true, right? Experienced by me, and therefore comes as less of a lonely god and more of a stroppy teenager. Rufus Hound does his best to provide comic relief. I forgot he was in that episode. And Capaldi responds well to this. However, Williams' performance is so flat, and the threat, a literal Lion King, is so okay. I don't remember that again, but it's not a Jodie episode. Speaking of Jodie episodes, the Saranga Conundrum. What a piece of shit, right? We have at 11. So number 12 we had the Star Beast, and the Saranga Conundrum was number 20. So we thought there were 9 episodes better than this. This is the Haunting of Villa Dildo for us. Saranga is a lot of fun, no, it's not in the slightest, right? It's this relentless agony, I found, right? I'd rather shove my fist up my ass and watch that piece of shit again. But a bit too busy for the sporting characters to make their presence felt, and the Doctor is just not the Doctor in this. It's like just selfish moron. But Ting is an interesting creation, no, it's not. A creature of instinct with an appetite that is immune to the Doctor's unusual moralizing and diplomacy. And it wasn't just for the Doctor, the fam, and Roy Kent trying to eject the Ting. The conundrum would have been miles better. Closing time. Will you piss off? I hate James Corden, right? He is the biggest pussy I've ever seen in my life. I can't stand James Corden. But the episode wasn't that bad. I'm sorry. In no way, shape, or form. Had the little, they had the kind of shitty Cybermats in them, right? I kept thinking Cybermite, right? Cybermen in the department store. That's a concept that feels could be enormous fun if given the budget and the scale, fulfill the potential. Instead, it reduced to a stray plot thread in the lackluster sequel to The Lodger. It is lackluster sequel to The Lodger. I agree with you, but this for me really rounded out the Matt Smith Doctor, right? Very much so. Where do we have for number 10? It takes you away. Are you really pleased? That was awful with the frog. Lie of the Land is great. I am pissed off about this. Lie of the Land is fan-freaking-tastic, right? I don't know why nobody liked it. I like the Monk trilogy, right? I think I think his Full Street Generation doing it was fantastic, right? Here, what was the Lie of the Land here? Let me see if I got the trailer for that, because the trailer was very good. Hang on. We want to go for 12th Doctor. Like that was series 10. Fine. So the period end of the world. Here, let's see if I'll grab the trailer for that. All right. No, this is all the. Where do we get the trailer? I like the monks. I thought the monks were a good, scary villain. Wait, the trailer's at the end of this, isn't it? Yeah, we'll find out. I don't know how more screens we have to go, but we will find out. Yeah.
I woke up and the monks were here, and they've always been here. All that we believe now is a lie. I want to speak to her.
All you have to do is find whoever opened the door to the monks and just kill them. I'm sorry your +1 doesn't get a happy ending.
All anyone's seen of the Doctor in the last 6 months are those broadcasts he does.
I have joined the monks.
Okay. I thought the cliffhanger where he's like regenerating the cliffhanger. Is that the next one? That was a great cliffhanger. That. Was it Extremis? I don't know. Must not be that one. Okay, fine, whatever. And bollocks you, sir. I love the Lie of the Land. Because it's happening in the middle of the series, there's no scale to the monks' invasion of Earth. It's a few street. It was good. I'm sorry. That was good. Journey to the Center of the Top. That was more meh than bad, right? Like for bad, we have Legend of the Sea Devils. That's our number 8, right? This is far more meh than bad. But crucially, he and the episode's writer Steve Thompson forgot that while it may have revealed that inside the TARDIS to be a Victorian hospital, for some reason, the Invasion Time at least had a compelling story. This didn't really have such a compelling story. It was a vapid tale of some alien scrap merchant ship. Fair enough, but still. Wasn't Orphan... How is this not number 1? Orphan 55 is bad, but it's not as bad as... It's worse. It's astronomically bad. It's got great monsters. They're shit. It doesn't have great monsters. It has awful monsters in it. The idea of Irradio being turned into a luxury resort is a sharp and satirical idea than people give it credit for. It's not a sharp idea at all. It's a brain dead idea. It's a doofus of an idea, right? It's a really, really genuinely stupid idea. Biddy! I mean, yeah, again, it's awful. It's just awful. Hey, you can say blokes, you can wreck them. Fuck off. What is wrong with the Curse of the Black Spot? That's a great episode. That's just fun. And number 6 is Can You Hear Me with One-Eyed Willie. The trousers, he wants to finger bang you. Biggest issue is the ending in which Rory Williams dies again. I'm sorry. I just remember it being fun. Forest of the Night, legitimately shit, but Capaldi with children is always fantastic. Number 5, we have the Battle of Ratscott of Colossus. Yes, this is far worse than this. We're nearly the same. They have it number 4, we have it number 5, right? Rosalie Davis, on the other hand, boasts at Alan Yentob about his first and final drafts, thereby explaining the issues that, what's going on? The main thing that separates Rosalie Davis and Chris Chibnall as showrunners is that Chibnall's first draft goes before cameras. He had the good grace to apologize. He is fucked off with Russell T. Davis. That is for sure, this guy, Mark Donaldson. Russell T. Davis, on the other hand, boasting Alan Yentov that both his first and final drafts, thereby explaining that all his issues with the Empire of Death. The Battle of Ratscott of Colossus is not offensively bad. No, the Orphan 55 is offensively bad. Where did I put Battle of... where is it? Oh, that's number 5. Okay. It's pretty bad. It's like, from the 5th of the worst story of all time. It's a bit... Well, besides a bit where the Doctor chastises the religious extremists for destroying 5 innocent planets. It's just really dull. It is really dull. But again, Jodie Whittaker's inability to play the Doctor is really breathtaking, right? Genuinely breathtaking. Nightmare in Silver, no. It was not great, right? It's not great at all, but it's like... it's not like the... It's not like Rebel Moon, right? It's a lot closer to being great than Rebel Moon is, shall we say that, right? What else we got here? Fine. And then Legend of the Sea Devils, again, it was kind of bland, 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 cheap, cheap, bland, 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 cheap, cheap, bland, 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 lesbian kiss, right? Or unrequited lesbian kiss. The transition from practical for CGI is shockingly bad. Yeah, look, they didn't have the budget to make this, and they were forced to make it, right, essentially. Fear Her. No, again, not a good episode, but, like, really, compared to Orphan 55 or Rogue was number 2 for us. No, please. This was a really bad selection. I'm sorry. This was really a genuinely bad selection, right? These are not good episodes at all. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.